the confirmation that all of you can hear me. My voice is audible और मेरी screen shared है, आपको दिख रही है. So all of you or some of you can just put it into the question box that everything is fine or yes or no, so that I will get to know it. अगर आप लोग को मेरी आवाज आ रही है और मेरी स्क्रीन दिख रही है तो आप लोग इस क्वेश्चन बॉक्स में यस और नो डाल सकते हैं. All right, so I got some of the positive responses. Thank you all for responding. So in this particular webinar, we are going to learn some new and smart ways of using the money or capital, especially for the F&O traders. This is going to be a game changer webinar for the F&O traders, but I'm not going to reveal everything in the introduction part. Okay, we will just go and step by step we will learn what is it. Okay, by the name you must have understood what is it, but I'm not revealing everything right now. आज के वेबिनार में हम लोग जो भी कैपिटल होता है या फिर हमारे सेविंग्स है, मनी है, उसको स्मार्टली कैसे यूज करना है, स्पेशली F&O ट्रेडर्स ने, वो हम लोग देखने वाले हैं. सो वी विल जस्ट स्टार्ट ऑफ एंड वी विल discuss the topics. So before going that, I'll just read the standard disclaimer. The content and explanation shared in this webinar are only for information and educational purpose. Stock market trading investments are subject to market risk. Please consult your financial advisor before making financial decisions. So all right, ये webinar का जो explanation part है वो खत्म होने के बाद there will be also one question answer part. Okay, so if you have any queries, any doubts with you regarding this topic, you can hold on to that, or you can already put down into the question box, और हम लोग last में जब Q&A section होगा तो उसमें हम लोग उसको answer करेंगे. Okay, now एक क्वेश्चन मैं आप लोग से पूछना चाहती हूँ. जैसे भी बिजनेस होता है, मान लो कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बिजनेस है या कोई भी बिजनेस है, उसमें जैसे इन्वेंट्री बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है. अगर आपके पास इन्वेंट्री नहीं है तो आप क्या बेचोगे, राइट? वैसे ट्रेडिंग में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्या होता है? कैन यू ऑल आंसर? जैसे लाइक in the business the inventory is very very important. What is it important or most important that is in trading? Can you all answer? It can be technical analysis or anything, but about that, all of the above, what is the most important thing? Capital, right? अगर आपके पास capital नहीं होगा, how are you going to trade, right? या फिर capital है but it is not sufficient. तो अगर sufficient capital नहीं है, you will not be able to take the right trades, you will not be able to trade into the right strikes, correct? अगर आपको option strategy बनानी है but आपके पास sufficient funds नहीं है, तो you will end up into buying the plain options or something like that, which is way riskier than the other safer options. So enough capital hona is a very very important thing if you are a trader, right? So going forward, we are going to reveal one thing or one new feature that we have now, which is going to help the F&O traders immensely in this particular factor, okay, where the capital comes into the picture. Now, जब भी हम कैपिटल के बारे में बात करते हैं, क्या क्या वेज आउट है जिससे कि ट्रेडर्स कैपिटल रेज करते हैं या फिर ट्रेडर्स कैपिटल का जुगाड़ करते हैं, ओके? So it can be the personal savings, it can be borrowed money from family and friends, it can be bank loans, it can be portfolio pledge and much more. But ये सारे वे सेफ है या फिर एफिशिएंट है? आपको लगता है कि सारे पर्सनल सेविंग्स ट्रेडिंग में यूज करना सेफ है? आपको लगता है कि ट्रेडिंग के लिए कैपिटल बोरो करना या फिर लोन लेना, ये सारे सेफ वे आउट्स है? नो, राइट? Anyway, trading थोड़ा सा riskier profession है and it requires a special skill set. So we have to be very very careful about our trading capital that we use into trading. So इसमें हम लोग को efficiently पैसा कैसे यूज करना है वो देखना होता है. So हम लोग एक एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे. 3 traders हैं हमारे पास, okay? So we have the example of 3 traders. They use different sources for their capital, okay? Their base capital is 1 crore, and they want to make 20% return annually. Okay, this is the base idea, and we are going to get the example of these three traders. Okay, so trader A है, ये क्या कर रहा है, 100% कैश मार्जिन उसका ओन यूज कर रहा है. ओके, जो उसके पास 1 crore है वो उसने पूरा ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में डाला है, and he is going to trade based on that 1 crore. Okay, now he is making 20 lakh. All right, we are not changing the fact that they are making 20% return or not. We are assuming that they are going to make 20% return. All right, but there is going to be a twist into that. Now इसमें जो ये first trader है, we have this first trader called A. So he is using 100% of cash margin that he has. Okay, so he is going to make 20 lakh as the return. All right, so his total P&L is going to be 20 lakh. All right, now in the second scenario where we have this trader B, what is he doing? He is using non-cash collateral material, collateral margin, where he is using the equity stock pledge. Okay, but using the equity stock pledge, into that we have this 50-50 margin rule, where you need to have 50% of cash margin to carry your positions and trade. All right, so इसके साथ क्या हो रहा है कि इसने जो 50 लाख का इक्विटी को स्टॉक प्लेज किया था, उसका 6 लाख का इंटरेस्ट चार्ज हो रहा है, बिकॉज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 12% का एनुअल इस पे इंटरेस्ट रहता है. सो दिस 6 लाख इसका चार्ज हो रहा है. ऑलराइट, यहाँ पे इसको कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है. सो इसका टोटल P&L क्या हुआ? व्हाट इज द टोटल P&L फॉर दिस बी ट्रेडर? 14 lakh, because straight forward आपके जो F&O में 20 lakh बने थे, the B trader who made 20 lakh into F&O trading as a profit, from that this 6 lakh is going as the interest of his collateral margin. All right, and at the end what is he is left with? 14 lakhs. Okay, now in the last scenario, the trader C is using something else for his margin. All right, he is using cash equivalent collateral margin. So cash equivalent collateral margin में 50-50% वाला आपका रूल नहीं होगा, right? So आपका जो cash equivalent में आपका क्या आता है? G-Secs आते हैं, SGBs आते हैं, T-bills आते हैं, selected liquid Bs आते हैं. all right, so उसको यूज करके इसने अपना कैपिटल रेज किया. ओके, सो 1 crore का इसने investment किया in all these instruments, and he pledged all of them. He traded into F&O. Now he made the 20 lakh ka profit into F&O, and here he is not losing out anything, correct? But because he has this investment into the government securities and gold bonds, he is getting 7 lakh of interest on that investment, and ultimately what he is left with? 27 lakh profit, correct? So this is the difference between using your using your own money, or having the equity stock pledge, and having the cash equivalent collateral margin. So all these people have the same money, but they are using it differently, and it is totally giving the after effect differently, right? आपके फर्स्ट सिनेरियो में 20 लाख का 20 लाख ही बचा रहा, सेकंड सिनेरियो में 20 लाख का he had to pay the interest charge, and the third scenario he is getting 7 lakh extra because of annual return on the investment, right? So ultimately the burden on this trader C is coming down of making sufficient profit into F&O, correct? अगर वो ये 20 lakh नहीं भी बनाएगा, if he end up making 13 lakh 14 lakh, तो भी उसका जो annual return का expectation है 20 lakh का, it is getting fulfilled, right? So it is going to help using all these investment instruments wisely, and pledging them for the F&O trading. Okay, now अभी तक आप लोग को ये तो समझ में आया होगा कि वेबिनार किस बारे में है, या फिर what exactly we are going to discuss, or what is this new feature that we have, right? So basically now we can pledge this SGBs, G-Secs or T-bills or the selected liquid Bs as cash equivalent, okay? And that can be used for your F&O trading. That margin can be used for the F&O trading. You get this margin immediately once you pledge, right? So we are going to dive deeper, and we are going to understand what all features or what all highlights this particular feature has. All right. So the first is expanded collateral options. So पहले आपके पास जितने भी collateral के लिए options थे उसमें ये add on है, right? Clients can now diversify their collateral options beyond stocks and ETFs. पहले आपके पास options क्या थे? Stocks, you could pledge the 8 ETFs, but now you have the extra options. You can also consider the SGBs, T-bills, G-Secs for your investment, and that can be used for your F&O trading. All right. Next, the cash equivalent collateral. One second. Yeah. So, collateral from approved SGBs, T-bill and G-Secs will be treated as cash equivalent. This is a most important thing, cash equivalent, okay? Allowing clients to leverage them effectively for trading purposes. Now, next, margin maintenance. To meet the exchange mandates, one second. To meet the exchange mandates, 50% of the margin for F&O position must be maintained in cash or cash equivalent. So there is a 50-50 margin rule that you cannot have the 100% margin pledged. You need to have the 50% of cash margin with you or the cash equivalent, right? So this cash equivalent का जो problem था वो अभी SGB या G-Sec या फिर T-bill के pledges से solve हो रहा है, right? Now, interest savings. By pledging SGBs, G-Secs, T-bills, one second, or selected liquid Bs for the initial margin requirements, clients can avoid interest charges on cash deficits. So basically what happens, अगर आपका ये 50% cash या फिर cash equivalent वाला rule follow नहीं हो पाता है, if you are not able to maintain that, you have to pay certain fees, right? So that can be saved over here, correct? So this is going to cover you up on that front. Now, the last point is that this is the most important point, that all pledged securities will remain with the clients. Okay, so even if you pledge all these securities, they are not going to be transferred to the broker or any other party. They are going to remain with you in your demat account, okay, and it is going to accrue the benefits as interest for all these instruments, and you're going to get all those benefits, okay? You're going to get the interest, whatever interest you're getting on government securities, sovereign gold bonds or the liquid Bs, you are going to get the interest, okay? So all the benefits remain with you, but you're going to get the margin benefit through all of this, once you pledge them. All right. So now we are going to look at the process. How do we pledge? So we have the process into HDFC Securities account and in the HDFC Sky account as well. Okay. So we are going to look at both the processes. All right. So first we will look at HSL process. Step 1, we have to log into the www.hdfcsec.com web trading platform and log in with user credentials, and then we have to go to the demat balance section and click on equity. So if you can see over here, we have to go to demat balance and click on equity. Okay, then step 2 is click on hold for the SGB G-Sec to pledge. So if you can see over here, you can see the hold button, right? So whatever you want to hold, you can click on hold button respective to that particular option, and then step 3, you can insert the quantity to pledge. Okay, so whatever quantity, if you have multiple units of that particular SGB or G-Sec, you can put down the quantity that you want to pledge, and you can click on hold. Okay, then you will be redirected to the NSDL or CDSL page. You have to accept all the terms and conditions. Okay, so this is the page where you will be redirected, and then you will get a OTP. You will have to insert the OTP that you get on your registered email or mobile. All right, and then once you insert OTP, you will get the confirmation and check your you will be able to check your fund limits. You will be able to see the collateral limits there. Okay, immediately you will get the funds. All right, so this was the process of HSL. Now we are going to see the process which is there for HDFC Sky. All right, so once you have these SGBs or GSEC into your holdings, you can click on that particular holding and you will see this e-pledge holding button. Okay, you have to click on that and this page will be opened. Here you can enter your quantity. Okay, after that the procedure is same. You will get the OTP and all, so you have to complete that and it will be pledged and you will get the funds or the margin immediately. Okay, once you pledge your instrument, this particular sign will be visible. So whenever you are going to open your holdings page, आपको पता रहेगा कि आपका कौन सा इंस्ट्रूमेंट या फिर कौन सा SGB या फिर GSEC आपका pledged है. तो ये साइन आपके उस पर्टिकुलर इंस्ट्रूमेंट के साइड में आएगा. So that is the sign that you have already pledged that. All right. So this was the update from our side that we have this amazing feature right now, which is especially amazing for the F&O traders. Okay, so this is from our side. I have given you the demo of how do we pledge that and what is the benefit and how it is going to help the F&O traders and all of that. Now, if you have any questions, you can put down into the question box. We have Tarang Sonali with us. He is product manager and he has expertise in this particular product. So he's going to help us understand all of our queries. All right. So don't hesitate to put down your queries into the question box. We will be happy to answer them. So now Tarang, the platform is over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Sonali.
Thank you, Sonali.
Hope I am audible.
Yes, you're audible, Tarang.
Okay. So thank you all. So regarding the question answer, please feel free if you have any kind of questions regarding GSEC and SGB. So it's a very good tool wherein a user or any of the F&O traders can use this, and they will not only get the benefit of the interest which they will be getting by buying GSEC and SGB, but by pledging GSEC and SGB, they can also use this as a cash-based collateral. So we already have some questions. So the first question is by Mr. Gupta. Any charges for pledging GSEC or SGB? It's a normal charges. For pledges, approximately that is rupees 20 plus tax. What we have been charging for pledge for normal equity or any GSEC or SGB. So Mr. Ajay is asking, SGB is not allowed by HDFC Sky as collateral. Now it has been, we have recently introduced that SGB GSEC to be allowed as a collateral, and you can use this to trade in F&O in F&O trading. Also, we have one more question is how to unpledge SGB. So I'll just share my screen one sec. I'll just log in into my screen. I hope my screen is visible. Sonali, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible, Tarang.
Okay, I'll just log in and I'll show it to you how you can unpledge SGB. Sorry. I'll reshare my screen one sec.
Tarang, are you there? We are not able to see your screen.
Yes, Sonali, I'm there. I will just reshare my screen. One second. There's some technical
Okay.
issue. Yeah, hopefully you are able to see my screen, correct?
Yes, visible now.
Yeah. To unpledge your share, this is basically your ITS platform. Once you log in through HDFC Securities, what you have to do is you have to go to limits. Under that limit, you need to click on stock limit, and there will be an option over here. If any of your holdings which are pledged, there will be a list of holding which you can see. Right now, I have one holding of Wipro, which is pledged of 1 shares. Then I will get an option called as release. So once I click on release, I will be asked how much quantity I want to release. I mean, I need to type the symbol name, cash, and I need to click on release. Quantity release would be 1, and you need to click on release. So once you click on this, your quantity will be released. So this is how you can do it, by going to limits, and you can also click on unpledged collateral. So yeah, this is also one option. Once you go into limits, there will be an option called as unpledged collateral. Here you can click on unpledged. You will be asked how much quantity to be unpledged. You need to specify the quantity, and you need to click on unpledged, and there will be a status which will be getting. So once you unpledge, one day after that, your stocks will be unpledged and will be reflecting into your demat account. So this is the process how you unpledge your collateral. So I hope you got this question, got this answer. So there is one more question. Can we use this margin for buying equity also? So this margin can only be used for F&O, for trading in F&O, not in equity. Is this facility only for F&O or regular equity? Its facility is only for F&O. So Mr. Ajay is asking, HDB is not allowed. HDB is allowed. So this webinar is for that. Was for that. आप अभी HDB और GSEC दोनों आप pledge कर सकते हो, और जो भी margin आया आप वो F&O trading में use कर सकते हो as a cash collateral. That is more important. So there is one feedback, or there is one question asked by Mr. H. Kumar, NRI Demat, it's not possible to pledge. It's only for cash. When can this be used by NRI? So we are working on it. We'll take your feedback and we'll pass on to the concerned product manager of NRI, and we'll share you with the details whenever the same is live. Mr. Ajay is asking, 2 times I've already tried to pledge. So Mr. Ajay, I request you to please, if you find any kind of a difficulty in pledging through ITS, that is, you can now pledge or through ITS as of now, not an InvestRight app, mobile app. But if you find this difficulty in pledging in ITS also, then provide your screenshot, whatever error message or whatever difficulty you are facing it, to our customer service team, and they will guide you for that. Mr. Suresh is asking, can I pledge shares for F&O margin? Yes. So you can pledge your equity holding also for your F&O margin, and GSEC and SGB also. But the difference between pledging of GSEC and SGB is that you will get this, you can set up this GSEC and SGB as a cash-based collateral. So now no need to basically bring in cash if you are trading in derivatives market. So if you will be knowing that we have a 50-50 rule, that is 50% for cash and 50% for collateral. The user can, once the user places trade in F&O, they can use this facility. But if you don't have any cash margin, but you have SGB and GSEC in your holding, you can pledge this, and you can use this as a cash-based collateral. Mr. Ashish Saraf is asking, let's assume we have 50% stock pledge and 50% liquid piece pledge. Can we sell equity stock without unpledging it? Yes, you can do it. You can square off by an option called as collateral sell. So there is an option called as collateral sell. You have to choose that option as COLL, call sell. There will be an option. So you can square off your holding which are pledged through collateral sell. Uh, Mr. Akshay Bansal is asking what is the haircut of GSEC or T-bills? Usually the haircut is 80%, but you can check it. I'll just share you the link. The haircut, you can check it from this link, and the eligible securities which are available for pledging for GSEC and SGB. Right now, not all GSEC and SGBs are used for pledging. So you can use this. I'll just put it in the chat box. Kindly use this link to verify what is the haircut of all the SGBs and GSECs which are eligible for pledging. Mr. Gupta, I have asked 20 plus taxes charges per transaction or per SGB? It's per transaction. Mr. Ajay is asking, it is sure that SGB and government securities are considered as cash part? Yes, these are considered as a cash-based collateral based on the exchange circular. Ms. Seema is asking, once GSEC is pledged, it does not appear in the portfolio. So you won't be able to get it into your demat balance because since it's been pledged. So here, as I showed it to you, to check this, you can go to your limits under that unpledged collateral. You will be able to see whatever stocks are pledged, but it won't be showcased to you into your portfolio. Whether SGB cash segment can be utilized for buying option and M2M loss margin requirements. You can use this as a buying of option, but not more than 5 trading sessions. So we allow we allow our clients to use margins to buy, collateral margin to buy the options, but not more than 5 trading sessions. And you cannot use this as a M2M loss because for M2M loss will require an hard cash for that. How is pledge margin used for buying shares? As we already highlighted, this pledge margin of SGB and GSEC. This webinar is more of SGB and GSEC, so I'll just talk regarding that. For SGB and GSEC, whatever you pledge, there won't be you won't be able to use that particular margin what you pledge for against SGB and GSEC for trading in equity shares. You can do it in derivatives. So we have been getting these questions multiple times by multiple user. So I'll just skip this because I've already answered this question. So Seema is asking, for example, I have 50 lakh margin on shares and 20 lakh on GSEC. If I use 40 lakhs margin, then what happens? So yes, so basically what happens is, suppose you are buying any kind of a derivative instruments with a 40 lakhs of margin required. So 20 lakhs would be hold for your GSEC and 20 lakhs from your equity based collateral. Ajay, as I already highlighted, this facility is not used for margin based trading. It's only for use for derivatives. One more question. I didn't got this question properly by Mr. Ashish is, can HDB be bought in private limited company? HGBs, if I whatever I understood is basically HGBs are been introduced by government only. So, and that is only be treated as a cash-based collateral. As of now, there is no private limited company who have introduced SGB. So it's the names itself suggests it's a sovereign gold bond which is backed by government. So that are been backed by government only. I think I've answered majority of the questions. We'll wait for another couple of minutes. One more question by Mr. Mahindra Kumar is 5 trading session and how much period for buying options can be utilized? I think the answer is there in the question only. 5 trading sessions from the day you buy the options, from that period 5 trading sessions would be there. Yeah, Seema. So Miss Seema, I have asked one question. I think he is asking if non-individual can buy. As of now, only an individual can buy SGB and can pledge. Mr. Ajay is asking, margin facility is there in HDFC Securities? Yes, we have MTF, that is margin trading facility, is there in HDFC Securities also. Mr. Ashish is asking, assume I have 1 crore as a equity pledge and 20 lakhs is liquid based pledge. Then how we shall know there is a shortage of cash based collateral. So Mr. Ashish, basically, firstly, let me understand how much amount of margin you have utilized by buying of derivative instruments. First, suppose I'm just giving an example. Suppose you have bought 40 lakhs of derivative. Suppose you have bought a derivative instrument with a worth of 40 lakh margin. So once you utilize, you know that there is a cash based collateral 20 lakhs with you, and non-cash based collateral is 1 crore. So firstly, what we will utilize is cash based collateral will give a first preference, and then non-cash based collateral. So for cash-based collateral has been given a first preference 20 lakh, and then whatever 1 crore of equity pledge has been remaining from that amount, 20 lakh will be hold on. So now you know that 60 lakhs of margin is still remaining. 1 crore 20 lakhs of margin you had, and you have initiated a trade of 40 lakhs. So 80 lakhs of margin is still remaining. That is all non-cash collateral. Yeah, so you gave me a 70 lakh example. So give you an example for 70 lakhs. So 70 lakhs, suppose you take it. So as I told, 20 lakhs first will take it from will take it from cash based collateral will be given the first preference. But you wanted 35 lakhs as a cash based collateral, because on the 50-50 rule, 35 lakhs should be cash collateral and 35 lakhs should be non-cash collateral. So with this rule, you are required to pay 35 lakhs as a cash collateral. From that, 20 lakhs are liquid Bs. So there are the liquid Bs has been treated as a cash collateral, and 15 lakhs we will pull it from your bank account. Remaining 15 lakhs. If you don't have if there is insufficient fund in your bank account, then all the 35 lakhs plus 15 lakhs, 35 lakhs for non-cash collateral and plus 15 lakhs which is remaining to pay it in the cash. So total 50 lakhs will be total 50 lakhs will be utilized from your 1 crore equity pledge. So this is how you can identify, because by default, first cash collateral will be given the preference, and then non-cash collateral will give the preference. So you basically there is a shortage. So basically, you will come to know, since we have been giving the preference for the cash collateral, so you will come to know that what is the shortage of cash-based collateral once you buy any kind of in position in derivatives. So Mr. Mahindra Kumar is asking whether the 50-50 rule also applied for intraday position. So intraday option. So no, there is no 50-50 rule which is applied for intraday option. So in intraday, there is nothing as such. You can buy and sell in full of your cash-based margin or non-cash collateral also. So there is no as such rule for 50-50 in for the intraday trade in futures and options both. I suppose we have answered most of the question. We'll wait for another couple of minutes. If any of the questions, we'll wait for it, and then we'll conclude. Mr. Ajay is asking, using liquid bees, you have given 80% haircut, then my 20% capital will reduce, and liquid bees given only 4%. So better you go for SGB and GSEC. SGB, you have a very good advantage, Mr. Ajay rightly pointed out. SGB, you will also get an appreciation of the capital because you have seen in last 5 years, gold prices have got doubled. So if you have invested in SGB, then your prices would have got double, and also you get 2.5% interest, 2.5% interest. So that's a good advantage. You can you can switch from liquid bees to SGB, and if you want to play more safely, you can also go for GSEX. So that gives a fixed rate of interest of approximately 6.5 to 7%. Mr. Karthik is asking, I missed the early part of the call. Can I have this recording? So, Mr. Karthik, this video is live on YouTube and it will remain in our YouTube HDFC Securities channel. So, you can refer anytime whenever you have time with you. Mr. Mahindra Kumar is asking if we are having cash plus non-cash collateral plus non-cash collateral. First priority is for cash or cash collateral. First priority is for cash collateral, and then only if there is insufficient cash collateral with you, then only we'll pull funds from your bank account. For margin, so I am not sure. I mean, your question is for margin. The answer which I gave you is for FNO. So if you do any kind of an FNO trading, uh, if you have cash with you plus cash collateral plus non-cash collateral, the first priority will give to cash collateral. Biju Ramakrishna is asking, as per HDFC Sky platform instructions, HDFC Sky will charge interest on 50% liquid Bs or GSEC pledge portion also. Please clarify. No. So liquid Bs, GSEC, SGBs are all treated as cash-based collateral. So there won't be charged any interest into it. If you have shortfall of that 50% requirement, then only interest will be charged. So coming back to that example of 70 lakhs, so the guy has a shortfall of 15 lakhs in cash-based collateral. So in that 15 lakhs, if cash margin is not available into your trading balance or into your bank account, then that 15 lakhs would be charged as an interest. I think we have covered majority of the questions. So let's conclude this webinar. So I thank you all for attending this webinar. I hope this was quite informative for FNO trading. Since at the start, Sonali did pointed out that this is very useful tool for FNO traders, and as capital is utmost priority, with HDB and GSEC as cash-based collateral, introduction of cash-based collateral in HDFC securities and Sky, you can use this as a leverage and can give your capital as a leverage by investing in this instruments, and can use this in trading in futures and options. So thank you all for attending, and have a nice day and have a nice FNO trading journey. Thank you.